I think it's pretty safe to say that Black Ops 7 has a massive, and I mean it, massive door problem within the game. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys been doing well. It's your boy Limbo here, back with another video. And Black Ops 7 is getting so much hate, so much criticism, and just so much backlash and negative feedback that I had to hop on the face cam, turn on the lights, and start recording a video because outside of skill-based matchmaking and, whatever you think about Black Ops 7 in and outside the game, a lot of people are complaining about everything, right? From the maps, from the Xbox hike prices and all that stuff with Game Pass being $30 a month now. It's also there are cheaters in the Black Ops 7 beta, which is just absolutely insane to see and, even talk about. But today we're going to be covering all that. And I first want to talk about the door problem that Call of Duty has right now and that Black Ops 7 has right now. Because, dude, they said before the game released, before we even got this beta, that, yeah, there's going to be no more doors within Call of Duty Black Ops 7. And a lot of people were hyped. And then when we actually saw Call of Duty next and, played the beta, a lot of people are not happy, dude. This tweet from Charlie Intel, TheRick said they have removed all manual doors from Black Ops 7, but then they just added automatic doors in many places. These should be removed too. And I completely agree. I don't like it at all. Certain times, it's just so weird to just play against and play with, and just ruins the flow of everything. They should definitely reduce the amount of them. Like, look, there's another head glitch spot that Bob Network UK has pointed out. A head glitch in front of a door that you need to be close to for it to open is such a good idea, TheRick. And dude, this has 85,000 views. You know what I'm saying? 1.2 thousand likes. I don't understand or I've ever seen a tweet about a door in a map get that many views and likes and that many agreements, man. A lot of people just don't like it. And also, Nadeshot's fucking reaction was so hilarious, boys. Enjoy.
I thought they said there weren't going to be any doors. And I watched the COD Next, and I see these automatic doors everywhere on the fucking map. Why are there doors everywhere? There's so many doors.
But I think Lunchtime, who was invited to Call of Duty Next, and despite that, he is a ranked player that plays on console, he says, they're not that bad. Just overused at the moment. Way too many in my opinion, especially on Cortex and Forge. And I agree. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they should just remove them or change the amount of them, because the amount of them is just absolutely insane on all the 3 maps that we've been playing for the last 24 hours now. And they're really not that good, okay? And the next thing I want to talk about is the Xbox Game Pass price change. Because, dude, they did this. Microsoft, by the way, not Treyarch, not Activision. Microsoft did this entire Xbox Game Pass, hike change the day before Black Ops 7's beta released. And dude, holy shit, so many Xbox gamers are mad, dude. And it's insane, and that's rightfully so. It's been a 50% increase in like the last year or two from, what it was $15 for Ultimate Edition. Now it's $30. That is insane. And a lot of people are just not happy. Obviously, for my plan to, get Xbox Game Pass, whatever edition I needed to get, it's now $16 for the PC one where I could buy and own, or not buy and own, but just be able to play Black Ops 7. Dude, $16 a month. Oh my God, that is insane. But dude, a lot of people are not happy. And I think before we get into the video though, ladies and gentlemen, I would appreciate if you guys drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and hype up that video. Doing those 3 things would help out my channel a ton. And if you're already watching this far, I know you'll probably like my other videos coming out soon. But back onto the video. When it comes to Call of Duty and, the Xbox Game Pass changes, the biggest thing that I've seen is the fact that, like, hey, Microsoft people that work for specifically Microsoft, their paychecks or bonuses got reduced and changed because of the release of Black Ops 6 and the fact that Microsoft owns Activision now. And so the way for them to get back this year with Black Ops 7 coming out is to increase Game Pass prices. I don't know if that's true or not, but all in all, everybody's just angry about this entire Xbox Game Pass change. And it's the day before, Call of Duty Black Ops 7's beta. And I'm not gonna lie, I think it's a pretty good point to talk about this as well. They also started promoting and advertising Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on Xbox consoles as soon as you load up the game, or as soon as you load up the console. And look at this tweet right here. Xbox consoles are now getting full screen Xbox Game Pass Ultimate ads at boot, just a day after a 50% hike was announced. I don't know. I don't know what Microsoft's doing. I don't know what Xbox is doing. Do they want to die? Do they want to lose everything? Didn't they lose everything during the Xbox One era? Like, what are they trying to do, man? It is so bad. And a lot of people are just very mad with Microsoft and Xbox. And a lot of people are also blaming Call of Duty for this as well. And I think it's a very good thing to talk about right now is the fact that comparing Call of Duty to another online FPS game, which is Battlefield 6, and this year alone, it's Battlefield 6 versus Black Ops 7. Next year, it's going to be Modern Warfare 4 versus GTA 6, or not even just Modern Warfare 4. Every game is going to go against GTA 6 next year. But literally, a good point that somebody had was Bear Pig, who is a Call of Duty content creator, mainly does short-form TikTok content. He says, Call of Duty has some serious competition this year. Battlefield 6 beta was free for everyone, no code needed, and playable the moment it dropped. For the Call of Duty beta, you either had to pre-order, get a code, or, get lucky with anything else with Xfinity rewards and all that stuff. And even with the pre-order, it's telling people, quote-unquote, no access to this content. Like, come on, man. And that's a huge issue as well for Black Ops 7 and the entire beta. A lot of people that pre-ordered the beta and or got a code and redeemed it, and even redeemed it on Steam or their platform that they're playing on, they couldn't play the beta at all. It was glitched for several hours. I was around 2 hours into my stream when I was about to end, and I'm checking my phone, like, my Twitter notifications and looking at Call of Duty updates. It took them almost 3 hours to fix that issue for Battle.net, which is their own launcher. Call of Duty's own launcher couldn't even load and actually boot up the Black Ops 7 beta for those who redeemed or pre-ordered Black Ops 7. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? How do you have, across all platforms, Xbox, PlayStation, not Nintendo Switch, because they're not coming out with a Call of Duty game anytime soon, Steam and Battle.net, right? How do you have issues like that for your own beta? Like, I don't understand what they're doing. And no matter what you think of Bear Pig and his content and the fact that he 2-boxes on that shit, dude, Call of Duty has so many things that they need to fix outside and inside the game. You know what I'm saying? Inside the game, they got to fix, the matchmaking system, skill-based matchmaking, engagement, optimized matchmaking. Outside the game, they got to fix how everything functions and works, even with their own launcher, which is Battle.net. That's so embarrassing. Imagine having your own launcher not even work for your biggest game yet. That is ridiculous, man. And the skill-based matchmaking issue continues, okay? The last 24 hours since my video, oh my God, people have continued complaining, and I love to see it. I think the hate should honestly continue because, dude, shit won't change if we don't make ourselves heard. And I mean that for everything. For the people that defend skill-based matchmaking, for the people that hate skill-based matchmaking, for the people that hate and love certain things. Talk about it. Make your voice heard. Make yourself heard. Because at the end of the day, you don't know if a dev or somebody within, some position or power can make that change for you. And I hope to God that skill-based matchmaking gets changed within the next couple of days. Because if it doesn't, dude, Black Ops 7 is going to be bad. Because for me personally, I played last night with TheRick. You guys are seeing the gameplay, footage. We try to have fun. We didn't have fun. I crashed like 3 times and he had packet burst and audio issues. But like when the game works perfectly fine, right? A good lobby, good mechanics, the flow is good and all that stuff, right? Everything feels good. Everything feels smooth. The game's fun to play, right? Any game's fun to play when everything's working. But when you have things that are not working, that are not good, that aren't getting improved, or you have a matchmaking system like skill-based matchmaking in play, it ruins the entire experience and it overshadows everything that's quote-unquote good about the game. That's just what the reality is. And even TDawgsmitty, who a lot of people label as a Call of Duty shell, probably Call of Duty's biggest paid actor, even though he's trolling half the time, he said, as the Call of Duty is back guy, I'm going to say something that may ruffle some feathers. Black Ops 7 will really struggle if they don't do something with the matchmaking. And he made an entire video talking about how he's disappointed and frustrated with Black Ops 7 because of the matchmaking and a few other things, which is great to hear from TDawgsmitty. And I'm sorry if I'm like butchering my words, man. I got strep throat. I don't know what happened. I didn't kiss anybody, okay? I ain't getting play. I'm only playing Black Ops 7 like a loser. But still, even with T-Dawg's video and my video and other people's videos, there's been plethora of tweets complaining about skill-based matchmaking. Like this guy said, named Big Fry TV, said, I got a code to try the game today, and I really just don't care anymore. I've always tried to be positive or at least give things a shot. Black Ops 6 skill-based matchmaking killed the game for me, and in turn, it killed Black Ops 7 for him without him actually playing the game. Skill-based matchmaking is so bad that 2-boxing and 3-boxing is working again. And we all know during Black Ops 6, they basically nerfed the shit out of 2-boxing and 3-boxing. You needed to have like a 5-box, right? Aiden Beans, who is a Warzone creator who does 2-box and 3-box, he interviews people that are against him. He says, from what I've seen so far, if you're 2-boxing in the beta, you're a loser. I will be 3-boxing it. Aiden's so funny, bro. But he also is in some hot water, which we're gonna be talking about, in a couple of days. But even Nero Cinema, somehow, some way, he caught a reverse booster in his lobby. This guy went 2-46. 2-46 because skill-based matchmaking is that bad. And also, not even because skill-based matchmaking is bad. A lot of people just complain about the fact that, like, dude, Black Ops 7 has a fun factor. It has that fun element for a lot of people. I'm not saying for me, but for a lot of people, Black Ops 7 is fun for them. It's a good game. But skill-based matchmaking and other things, right? Little things, big things, it's all holding it back. And I think a lot of people, like I said earlier, are going to overshadow the good and the fun stuff in Black Ops 7 within Call of Duty and talk about skill-based matchmaking and the problems. That's what's going to happen. And nothing's going to change if they don't remove or reduce skill-based matchmaking. And the last thing I want to talk about, because I've been yapping for like the last 12 minutes, is the cheating. Ladies and gentlemen, it didn't take that long. It honestly took longer than expected. It took around like 3 to 4 hours before I started seeing cheating clips and, you know, cheaters and hackers and clips being posted. But holy shit, it is bad, dude. Look at some of the footage of the cheats. God damn. And a lot of them are already in Black Ops 6, so that goes to show how copy and paste the netcode and, you know, the anti-cheat is from Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7, despite it being a $70 DLC and a $30 a month game. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so bad. It's so bad. Just looking at some of these, you know, clips. Holy moly. I don't know. Like, what are we supposed to do? Are we just supposed to, you know, take it in and just never take it out? Pause. Jesus Christ. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. And a lot of them have been saying, like, by them, I mean the Team Ricochet anti-cheat people. They're saying that, you know, they've banned a lot of people that are cheating already. But why are you banning so many people? Why is the anti-cheat not good enough to already detect them before they even load into their first match? And one thing I did point out, which I didn't even make a video on, I'm so stupid for doing this or not doing this. They made an entire promise during Black Ops 6 with the anti-cheat, talking about the fact that, like, yeah, we're going to ban cheaters and hackers within Black Ops 6 within 1 hour of them playing. And that was the goal that they set for the entire year for Black Ops 6. And obviously they failed in that. And now for Black Ops 7, they made an entire blog post talking about the changes and updates and things that they're going to be focusing on for the Team Ricochet anti-cheat. And this time around for Black Ops 7, they don't have a goal in mind because they failed so hard that they don't even want to put out a goal that they know they can't achieve anymore, which is absolutely insane. And I made an entire tweet about it, and a lot of people agreed with me, man, because, dude, the anti-cheat situation and just cheating in general within gaming is so bad, and something needs to be done legally, bro, because, dude, cheaters are getting out of hand. But I'm ending off the video here. I'll probably be talking about Call of Duty Zombies, you know, and the entire drama going on right now with the, you know, early access beta for Zombies and all that stuff soon. But if you guys enjoyed, drop a like, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys think of what I talked about in today's video. And it's been your boy Limbo. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.